Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so today I'm going to be talking about the trailer for Megan 2.0. And at least from what I've seen from the first trailer, I'm quite frankly very disappointed. So I liked the first Megan. The first Megan movie. And I was really looking forward to what they were going to do for a sequel because I thought it was a very unique series or unique movie, especially in this day and age of movies not being that good. Um, there aren't that many movies outside of really kind of Marvel or DC that really interest me these days. So this was a movie that I was really interested in the first one. It had that classic horror, things that you used to see in some of the older movies, like Chucky, for example. Big Chucky fan, obviously. So I obviously kind of gravitated towards this because it was something that I kind of liked. I liked horror flick movies like this. I was a big fan of the Leprechaun movie, Chucky, obviously the classic Jason and the Jasons and the Freddys and the Ghostface, all those franchises, Freddy Krueger. So I liked Megan because it was different, but at the same time, it kind of had similarity traits to some of those older franchises. Um, you know, um, when it comes to horror flicks, but more in the new age, more of them, a modern day, of like what those horror franchises did back in the day, and that's kind of what I liked about Megan. It was different, but at the same time, it felt very very similar to that in a way. So I really liked it. Um, but now from seeing this trailer, because there aren't that many movies that I'm interested in this year. And this was one I was kind of interested in seeing. But after seeing the first trailer, I have a lot of worries and problems with it. Now, a few months ago, I had heard, probably even longer than that, it probably was like late last year, I think it was. I had heard rumors about that this sequel to Megan was possibly going to have similar traits to Terminator 2. And after seeing the trailer, my worries had been confirmed because this was something that I was really hoping wasn't true. I was hoping this was some bullshit that they were pretending. Now, I'm a big Terminator fan, except for Dark Fate. Dark Fate was like horrible. But all the other movies I liked almost every Terminator like movie except for the last one. Even Genesis, I thought Genesis had some good ideas to it, despite some of the flaws to it. But I liked pretty much all those Terminator movies. I was a big Terminator fan as a kid, but I was not wanting to hear that Megan was going to take traits from Terminator, because I don't look at Megan as a action flick. And I didn't look at it that way in the first film. I looked at it as a horror that was similar to Chucky and stuff like that. Especially, well, not just mainly Chucky. I mean, there are other ones too, but like it had the formula of Chucky, which is ironic because it's Universal, which are the people that have the movie rights to Chucky. Obviously, different creators are involved, but I'm just saying it's just very similar atmosphere because same movie studios works on them. But that was kind of what I felt from the first movie. And now seeing this trailer, I'm very disappointed. Because it seems like they've gotten away from what made the first movie special and unique. Um, Also, on a side note, I find it very ironic that Britney Spears allowed Megan to use "Oops, I Did It Again," considering the fact that they refused Chucky from using "Oops, I Did It Again" in Seed of Chucky. Right? You know, for anybody who doesn't know the story of that, that's the whole reason why Chucky actually in the movie took out Britney Spears. So he didn't. It wasn't the real Britney Spears. It was someone portraying Britney Spears, but it was Britney Spears in the movie, just not the actual Britney Spears. Different actor playing Britney Spears. But basically, that's why Chucky in Seed of Chucky took out Britney Spears, because they wanted to use a song. They wanted to use, I believe it was Oops, I Did It Again. They wanted to use Oops, I Did It Again in that movie, in Seed of in Seed of Chucky, but Britney Spears refused. And so that's why they hired an actor to portray Britney Spears, and that's why Chucky took her out in the movie. And that's why they do the one-liner, "Oops, I did it again." But I find it very ironic that they be like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna allow, we're gonna use, we're gonna allow Megan to use it," which has similar traits to Chucky, in the same sense. Being the fact that she, is like a doll, essentially, a robot doll, but still, like, come on now. I just found that really ironic. But anyways, that's just a little point here. So here's my thing that the biggest thing that doesn't make sense here is, why is Megan all of a sudden a quote unquote good guy or good woman now? Why would she now be on the good side? Because based on the trailer that they showed, there's no reason why Megan would be good now. There's no reason. She was not reprogrammed to be good. Okay? They just basically were like, "Oh yeah, I'll be good, now that there's a bigger threat than me, from the last movie, you're going to need my help," because like they somehow preserved Megan into like some little small robot thing that can't be a threat to them, basically. So that's where she was like stuck into. And she wanted to convince them to give her a new body. But they obviously refused. Basically Gemma basically said, "No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." So she's stuck in this like little toy robot body thing or whatever, that has really no arms or anything like that. But because there is a greater threat than Megan, that's a robot. Now they're like, "Oh, well, now we need Megan." So then they give Megan a new body, but they make her taller. They make sure you know about that now she's taller. This is probably why she's taller in the movie is probably just an excuse, because obviously it's the same, like the person who actually plays Megan is an actual like kid. Like in the last movie, like Megan was like an actual like child, like the person, like the actor who was portraying her. So obviously a few years have passed, so obviously I'm going to under the assumption that she has grown. And so because of that, they made like a canonized excuse for why she's like now like taller. But they do this in a way where Megan just is like, "I want my new body to be taller." So kind of a clever way to make Megan taller. But like I said, I just think Megan in the last movie defied her programming multiple times, right? So why is it that Megan, who had defied her programming multiple times, all of a sudden is like, yeah, I'm going to just be good and I'm not going to actually, I'm going to actually listen to you this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually going to listen to you this time. I didn't listen to you in the last movie, but now I have realized from being confined into this little bitty robot thing where I couldn't move at all, that now all of a sudden I'm going to be good and I'm going to protect you from this evil robot threat that's more eviler than me. Again, this doesn't make sense, and the Terminator whole aspect of this doesn't make sense either because, again, Terminator, okay, the Terminator in T2 is not the Terminator from T1. Yeah, it's the same Arnold Schwarzenegger looking model, but it's not the same Terminator. Okay, the Terminator in 1984 that was sent to kill Sarah Connor was killed. Okay, that one was gone. Okay, there was nothing left of that Terminator. The Terminator that comes in T2 to protect John Connor is not the same Terminator. Okay, it is a reprogrammed Terminator from the future that was sent back to protect John Connor. Okay, in this situation, Megan is not reprogrammed. This is not a new Megan. This is not a new Megan. This is not a reprogrammed Megan. This is the same Megan that killed 4 people, okay? Maybe more, okay? And caused a bunch of harm to multiple other people, okay? And yet they're going to trust this person to save them, okay? What's to say that Megan, after defeating this stronger Megan AI, okay, what's to say that after she defeats her, that Megan won't go back to her evil ways and then just kill them all again, or try to kill them all again, okay? This is the problem with this. This is the problem with this new Megan movie. Like, they really should have gone to the roots of how the first movie was. Now, some people are like, well, how would they have gotten Megan back? Simple. The arrogance. I mean, they already have Megan as a little robot thing. Okay. I mean, there could have been a way where she eventually figured out how to get out of it and get her own, new body, in some capacity, whether it be some type of madman or some psychotic person, I don't know. But I think that would have been better than introducing a stronger AI robot for Megan to go up against. And now make Megan the good guy in this situation when we know she's not a good guy. She's not a good woman because she killed multiple people. Okay? So this is the problem with this movie. And I just, and it's the same program because she still wants to protect Katie. She still wants to protect Katie. Okay? She still wants to protect her. Okay? Despite everything that happened in the last movie. Okay? She still wants to protect her. She even said flat out in the trailer that you could kill Gemma, but do not kill Katie. So she obviously knows what she did. She's still well aware of what she did in the previous movie. So dumbing her down as like this now sympathetic good person, even though she still has the same mind she had in the same programming in the first movie, doesn't make sense at all. I really wish they would have stuck to the original format from the first movie and kept Megan a villain. I wanted to see Megan continue being a villain in this. And I still want to see a crossover between Chucky and Megan one day, too, by the way. That's another thing I still want to see. I want to see a legitimate crossover, and it can still happen because Universal owns the rights to both franchises. So Megan versus Chucky is not completely out the window. You know what I mean? That's not complete. And I'm talking about the Chucky, not that rebooted bullcrap thing that they did a couple of years ago. I'm talking about the Chucky. Okay? They already referenced Megan in the Chucky TV series. So they already set that up. So I would like to see that happen. But now we got Megan, who's now, like, I guess supposed to be a hero now, which is just dumb. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I do not like and I like action movies. Don't get me wrong. I like Terminator and stuff like that. But I don't know if this was a good idea, and I don't know if this was the right approach. I preferred her to being a villain. I wanted to see her come back as a villain, and we see the same format from the first movie again. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Comment, rate, please subscribe, hit the notification bell for the latest content. Thank you. And that's about it, guys. I am the Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, besides my YouTube channel, Twitch, the Ultimate Goku, Instagram, the Ultimate Goku. I have a Discord link in the description with just various topics, including this one here. And I do have a YouTube tier list where we have perks and stuff like that. So now I'm out. Peace.